ever shop on ASOS, and I tell you this, I will not be shopping on ASOS ever again. They have like a sizing assistant, so I went on that, and you can basically put in like your height, your weight, like all your measurements basically, and they would tell you what the perfect size for the dress was. So I was like, oh, okay, that's quite handy. So I put in all my bits and bobs, and it came up saying that it was a 14 that would be my perfect size. And I was like, all right, okay. So I thought, right, well, they'll know. So I was like, right, I'll get a 12 and a 14 instead of a 10 and a 12. So I ordered, what was making noises? I ordered the 12 and the 14. So that was fine. That was a Friday night. And then on the Sunday, we ended up ordering Declan suits, also from ASOS. Hang on, I'm just going to check she's okay. Well, what's wrong? Yeah, so we ordered Declan suits from ASOS, and then they came on the Thursday. So we ordered them on the Sunday, and they came on Thursday. That was fine. And they'll send in my dresses, and it was Hermes tracking, and they hadn't even received my dresses yet. And I was like, okay. So I went onto the live chat, and the girl was like, oh, yeah, so they'll be coming. And I was like, well, the Hermes don't have them yet, and it's past the expected delivery, and an order that I placed 2 days after the dresses has already came. And she was like, oh, no, they'll be coming. So anyway, I'm trying to cut this long story short. So they never came, obviously. And I went back onto the chat, and she was like, oh, you need to wait for like 72 hours after your expected delivery, because they could still come. And I was like, no, they won't, because they've not been sent. Like, the tracking's still like waiting to be received. They've not even left ASOS from the tracking. And she was like just going back and forth, and it was like speaking to a robot. So I mentioned my consumer rights, and she cut me off. So I was livid. So I was going back and forth for about 5 days trying to like get these dresses either resent or the order cancelled, or somebody to help me. So then one of the chats was like, yeah, they've not left ASOS warehouse, so they're deemed lost. Like, it's been over a week since you ordered them and they've still not left. So I was like, oh my god, like I could actually cry. Thank you for acknowledging that they're actually lost. So she was like, okay, I'll get them. Do you want them cancelled or sent out? And I was like, well, no, I still want them. So she's like, okay, I'll send them out. Next day delivery, done now. So then the next day, I get an email thinking it was going to be my confirmation or my tracking or whatever. And it was that couldn't happen because it was still like within their time frame that it could be found or something. So I was like, what's going on? I was literally told yesterday that it was done, like they'd been physically sent. So it's like I've basically just been lied to. And so I had to go back on the chat the next day because that would have been out of their time frame. And I get there's policies and all that stuff. So I went back on, and the person was helpful, and they said, yep, that's them sent out. You'll get a confirmation in the next 48 hours for your replacement